This is abdominal aorta. This is thoracic aorta.
Brachiocephalic trunk.
Brachiocephalic trunk. Here will be brachiocephalic trunk. It divides into the carotid common right and subclavian right. On left side they have individual beginnings.
External carotid artery.
External carotid artery. This is the carotid common. It divides into the external, it is medial and many branches from it, and internal, which goes into the canal. This will be external. Do you see here it is placed medially external and many branches from it. Laterally will be internal.
Linguinal artery. Linguinal artery.
Lingual. Lingual artery. You can see this is lingual artery. This is thyroid superior. Thyroid superior, this is lingual. Facial artery, here is cut. Look please here. You will show this is facial artery and its continuation is called angular artery, arteria angularis. This is facial artery, this is angular artery. Here will be, look how I show you, this will be facial vein. Facial artery you will show by direction above, because it can be absent, do you see? Facial vein you will show below. Temporal superficial artery you will show like here. Temporal superficial vein you will show opposite.
Superior thyroid artery.
Superior thyroid artery. This is superior thyroid artery.
Maxillary artery.
Maxillary artery is behind of the masseter muscle.
Basilar artery.
What?
Basilar.
On the bones of the brain. On the bones of the brain is placed basilar groove. To it joins the basilar artery.
Subclavian artery.
You can see here is subclavian artery. Below than the clavicle, many branches. This will be axillary artery, and below than the pectoral major muscle will be brachial artery. This is arteria brachialis. This, do you see, you remember circumflex humeral anterior, circumflex humeral posterior, you will take here, you will, and here's the subscapular artery. Subscapular, circumflex humeral anterior, circumflex humeral anterior, circumflex humeral posterior. Subscapular, you will take and you will say, this is axillary. Here you will take, this is subclavian.
Internal thoracic artery.
Thoracic internal artery. From subclavian artery goes along of the lateral side, do you see, of the sternum.
Superior epigastric artery.
Its continuation below than the diaphragm is called epigastric superior. Here in the thoracic cavity it is called thoracic internal. Below than the diaphragm on the internal side of the anterior abdominal wall it is called epigastric inferior.
Thyrocervical trunk.
My dear, I will try to cut out it from questions, because if you will take it by some times, it will be cutted. You can see this is thyrocervical trunk. Do you see? It divides into the thyroid inferior, cervical ascending, and suprascapular. This is thyrocervical trunk. But I will cut out it from cuts. Because if you will take and another 100 students will take it, what we will find here? Nothing. I connected it many times.
Vertebral artery.
Look please here, this do you see theca branch, do you see? Here will be vertebral artery, it goes above, below from this region goes thoracic internal, and in front of starts and divides into three branches, thyrocervical trunk.
Lateral thoracic.
You can see, this is lateral thoracic artery and vein.
Brachial artery.
Brachial artery is continuation of the axillary. Do you see? This is axillary. I said you will find by circumflex arteries. And below will be brachial artery.
Deep artery of the arm.
Do you see? Deep brachial artery. Arteria profunda brachii. Do you see? This is deep brachial artery. Circumflex humeral anterior posterior. And here together with radial nerve will go to the back, deep brachial artery, arteria profunda brachii.
Radial artery.
You can see brachial artery, you can see here, the brachial artery divides into the radial, here it's continuation, do you see, and into the ulnar. This is ulnar, this is radial. You can show ulnar here and ulnar here. This will be radial here or radial here.
Superficial palmar arch.
Superficial palmar arch. You will show, my dear, look please here, behind of the panevrosis, ulnar artery and superficial branch of the radial. Ulnar artery, do you remember ulnar artery and superficial branch of the radial? You will show behind of the panevrosis.
Posterior intercostal artery.
No, here will be intercostal, do you see? North, do you see? And posterior intercostal artery and vein.
Anterior intercostal.
Anterior intercostal arteries, the branches of the thoracic internal.
Celiac trunk.
You can see. Oh, my dear. My dears. Oi, 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 oi. You can see this is stomach. Do you see hook shape? From stomach you will find below transverse colon. Do you see? Transverse colon to right side continues, do you see, into the iliac fossa. Do you see? Here will be small intestine. This will be ileum. Do you see? Here will be, do you see, another loops of the small intestine. Here do you see? Here will be descending colon, sigmoid colon, and rectum. My dear, look please here. Here will be, before vessels, here will be bursa hepatica. It includes a right lobe of the liver. Here will be falciform ligament. Here will be pregastric bag. Pregastric bag, this is the chamber which includes left lobe of the liver, stomach, and spleen. Behind of the lesser omentum, my hand, this is lesser omentum. Lesser omentum, this is plate which continues from, do you see, liver to the duodenum and to the stomach. It is called hepatoduodenal, hepatogastric ligaments. Do you see? Here will be lesser omentum, here stomach. Behind of the lesser omentum and behind of the stomach is placed omental bag, bursa omentalis. Bursa hepatica. Bursa pregastric includes left lobe, spleen, and stomach, and behind of the stomach, omental bag. You will show this is lesser omentum. From, do you see, greater curvature of the stomach hangs below this plate. It closes transverse colon and continues to the pubic symphysis. This is apron. It is called greater omentum. Do you see? You can see here, I will take, do you see, with stomach, and how I will find greater omentum connects with transverse colon. We'll put above. Here you can see, will be cecum. This is vermiform process. Do you see? Ascending colon, transverse colon, descending colon. Here is, do you see, two sigmoid arteries, sigmoid colon, and here is rectum. You can see here, between ascending colon and right wall will be lateral right abdominal canal. Between ascending colon and root of the mesenterium will be right sinus. Between, do you see, root of the mesenterium, between root of the mesenterium and descending colon will be left sinus. And do you see, to side from descending colon will be left abdominal canal. Left abdominal canal, left sinus. Right sinus, right canal. You can see here, I will put transverse colon and stomach. Here will be celiac trunk. Celiac trunk. Celiac trunk divides into the gastric left, splenic, and hepatic common artery. This is celiac trunk. Do you see? From hepatic common begins and goes below the gastroduodenal artery. Gastroduodenal artery. This is hepatic common. This is portal vein. Hepatic portal vein. This is common bile duct. Ductus hyalodocus. Common bile duct. It is formed by hepatic common duct and cystic duct from gallbladder. This is called common bile duct. Cystic duct, common hepatic duct collect into the common bile duct. Portal hepatic vein, hepatic common artery.
Right gastric artery.
Right gastric artery. It begins, do you see, from hepatic common and goes along of the lesser curvature of the stomach from right side. Here gastric left, it goes along of the lesser curvature from left side.
Hepatic artery proper.
When do you see hepatic common artery gave gastroduodenal and gastric right, it changes its name, hepatic propria.
Right gastroepiploic artery.
I will cut Madame Marina head. Do you see? Gastroepiploic, from gastroduodenal, you will show along of the greater curvature from right side. Gastroepiploic left, from splenic artery along of the left side of the greater curvature.
Splenic artery.
Splenic, gastric left, hepatic common are branches of the celiac trunk.
Superior mesenteric artery.
You will take, do you see, the stomach together with transverse colon and will put above. This is mesenteric superior artery. This, remember, mesenteric superior vein. This will be intestinal arteries and veins. Here, ileum opens into the cecum, ileocecal angle. To the ileocecal angle comes the ileocolic artery, opposite ileocolic vein. To the ascending colon, do you see, will come, do you see, colic right artery. To the transverse colon, no, I will connect later. To the transverse colon, do you see, to the transverse colon, later I will connect, will come colic medial artery. Colic medial, colic right, ileocolic.
Left colic.
We will take small intestine and we will put, do you see, to the only small intestine. I by mistake took the large. You can see here will be mesenteric inferior artery. Here will be colic left, two sigmoid arteries, and concrete continuation to the rectum will be rectal superior.
Jejunal arteries.
Intestinal arteries, do you see, they divide into the jejunal and into the iliac.
Superior rectal artery.
Continuation of the mesenteric inferior artery concretely below is called the rectal superior.
Renal artery.
You can see, this, do you see, is renal vein. Do you see it crosses aorta? Do you see this is renal artery? It begins from aorta.
Testicular artery.
You will find inguinal canal. You will find inguinal canal. Do you see this is inguinal canal? And from inguinal canal, do you see to the aorta, from aorta to inguinal canal, testicular artery.
Lumbar arteries.
Lumbar arteries from aorta, 4 to right side, 4 to left side.
Median sacral artery.
Median sacral. You can see here, do you see aorta divides into the iliac common arteries. And do you remember I explained you this is tail. Median sacral artery. Do you see?
External iliac artery.
This will be iliac common artery. This will be iliac external artery. Here will be iliac internal artery.
Obturator artery.
Obturator artery, my dear, it starts from iliac internal, but here I have broken. So you see here, obturator artery. But how to find it? I explain you. Do you remember obturator nerve? I will try to find its visit into the obturator opening. And do you see, here together with obturator nerve, like a continuation of this bundle, do you see, will be obturator artery. My dear, if you will not find, you will say, it goes, do you see, together with obturator nerve.
Umbilical artery.
You can see this artery which hangs, do you see, above the pelvic box from, do you see, iliac internal. Do you see, this will be umbilical. From umbilical begins vesicle superior. This is umbilical, this is vesicle superior.
Inferior epigastric artery.
Oh, you can see iliac external artery gives circumflex iliac deep and epigastric inferior. Epigastric inferior will go from lower, do you see, by umbilical lateral fold to the umbus. Circumflex iliac deep will go into the iliac fossa.
Femoral artery.
Arteria femoralis, vena femoralis. Vena is medially, artery is laterally.
Deep artery of the thigh.
Deep femoral artery, arteria profunda femoris, deep femoral artery, artery of the thigh.
External pudendal artery.
No, my dear, here we have cutting, here from, do you see, femoral artery to the external sex organs begin very often two pudendal external arteries.
Popliteal artery.
In the popliteal fossa.
Anterior tibial artery.
I showed you tibial anterior together with, do you see, peroneus deep nerve, tibial posterior into the cruropopliteal canal together with tibial nerve.
Dorsalis pedis artery.
Dorsalis pedis is continuation of the tibial anterior. This is dorsalis pedis artery.
Posterior tibial. No.
In the cruropopliteal together with tibial nerve, I showed it.
Lateral plantar artery.
No, plantar medial will go by plantar medial groove, plantar lateral by plantar lateral groove.
The artery is over.